Zacks Screen of the Week, an overview of a timely stock screening strategy aimed at helping you produce more profitable investing results. This week's screen deals with the number of earnings and sales surprises being on the rise. Kevin Matras is our top screener here at Zacks. He puts this report all together for us, as you can tell by these long, drawn-out headlines every week. Number of companies posting earnings surprises and sales surprises are on the rise. That's your headline for the week.
Descriptive headlines are the best.
It's interesting, to say the least. Seeing more companies posting positive surprises is a good thing, right?
Right. Yeah, it is. You know, I wanted to write about this because third quarter earnings are going to be extremely important, and third quarter earnings season kicks off very, very shortly. And while earnings indeed are going to be the main focus, like they always are, I think sales are also going to be a main focus. And I think, you know, now more so than ever, people are really going to be looking at the sales numbers this time.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be the focus.
Right.
And it's going to tell a big story about everything going forward as far as the market and everything. But a lot of companies were able to beat the street lately just by cutting their costs.
Right. You know, and that's just it. You know, businesses have done a great job of being able to cut costs, slash expenses, and that is how they have been able to really beat the street on the bottom line. In fact, part of this screen, I did a study, so check this out. You're going to find that a larger number of companies have posted positive surprises in each of the last 3 quarters. So let's take a look. If you were to look at the quarter ending 9/08, 286 stocks in the S&P 500 posted positive EPS surprises. If you were to look at the next quarter, quarter ending 12/08, this time 293 stocks in the S&P 500 posted positive EPS surprises. For the quarter ending 3/09, 312 stocks in the S&P 500 posted positive EPS surprises. And for the most recently reported quarter, quarter ending 6/09, 345 stocks in the S&P posted positive EPS surprises. And what's interesting is that you can see that this trend of more companies reporting positive surprises is very, very encouraging.
What about sales surprises?
That is the thing. You know, sales surprises has kind of lagged behind earnings surprises. We really only have 1 quarter of sequentially increasing number of sales surprises. So check this out. For the quarter ending 3/09, 148 stocks in the S&P 500 posted positive sales surprises, and for the quarter ending 6/09, 193 stocks in the S&P 500 posted positive sales surprises. What's interesting is that I do believe that even though we only have 1 quarter's worth of increases to look at, I really think that that sales has turned the corner, and I believe that a trend will probably take place in much the same way as we have seen the trend take place with earnings surprises. But when I was doing this study, there was an interesting tidbit that I came across, and I believe that this is really good foreshadowing of things to come, good things to come down the road. The tidbit is this. You can see that the percentage increase of the number of companies posting positive surprises has gone up in each of the last 3 sequential quarters. So check this out. Between 9/08 and 12/08, the percentage of companies that reported positive surprises increased by 2.4%, so that's good. But then if you look at the next quarters, you'll see between 12/08 and 3/09, the percentage of companies that posted positive surprises increased by 6.5%. Then if you look at the most recent quarter-over-quarter change, 3/09 to 6/09, the percentage of companies that reported positive surprises increased by 10.6. This is important because instead of going 10%, 6%, 2%, which shows a decelerating trend, here you have an accelerating trend, which is 2, 6, and 10, which suggests that the trend is really picking up steam. And I think that that is good foreshadowing for the markets, not only for earnings, but I think sales are probably going to follow through as well. So if you were to look at sales, once again, while sales only have 1 period of increases, between 3/09 and 6/09, the percentage of companies that reported positive sales surprises increased by 30.4%. So that is a huge gain in 1 period, and I think that is a very, very impressive start. Now, the reason why I ended up doing this study in the first place is because I had done a study earlier in the year, and I had been looking at, it was a completely reverse kind of study, but I was looking at the number of companies making new 52-week lows as the market continued to make new lows. And what I had found with each successive new low in the market, I had found that fewer companies were making new 52-week lows. That to me suggested the downtrend was waning and an upswing was going to be seen, and that is exactly what we saw in the market. So in my opinion, seeing a strengthening trend of the number of companies making new positive surprises, both in earnings and sales, I believe this shows a strengthening trend, and I believe that we're going to continue to see the market lifted because of these good things.
All right. Well, we'll look forward to hoping now that you're right, and look forward to seeing the results that you're right.
We're going to find out within a couple of weeks, right?
So parameters for the screen today, and I'm assuming this screen that you're going to outline for us is going to help us find these types of
absolutely. The screen starts off by this, the two things that we just got done talking about. We're looking for companies where their last EPS surprise was greater than 0. So again, companies that have surprised in the past have a greater tendency of surprising again in the future. So we want to make sure their last time out they posted a positive surprise. And the same is true for sales. So again, we want to see the last sales surprise being greater than 0 as well. Once again, companies that have done good things in the past will typically have a higher probability of doing that same thing in the future. Mm-hmm. Then to put those odds in our favor, we want the percentage change in Q0 EPS estimates over the last 4 weeks to be greater than 0. What that item means is this is the percent change in the EPS estimate revisions for the completed quarter that is about to report. So again, we want to see analysts making one last upward revision before they actually come out and report what they did. Okay. And then we're doing the same thing for the percent change in Q0 sales estimates over the last 4 weeks. We want to be able to see analysts increasing their sales estimate revisions. And if you can continue to see that jockeying for position as they go into the report, I believe that's going to put the odds in your favor that the companies will, in fact, be able to beat on both top and bottom line.
How many stocks came through?
There were 10 stocks that came through a very, very exclusive list. 10 stocks came through, but there are 3 stocks that we're going to look at today, and there are more stocks on the article too if you want to go take a look at it. But here's the 3 stocks. You've got Bed Bath & Beyond. They report on 9/23, so that's coming up in a day or two. Mm-hmm. You've got Global Payments. They're coming up on October 1st. And then you have Xerotex. They report on 9/30/09. All of the companies here and on the report, all of those companies have posted positive EPS surprises, positive sales surprises, increasing earnings estimate revisions, and these companies look poised to be able to show some impressive beats.
All right. Do you own either of those?
I do not have any of those.
All right. Be sure to check out the text version of this week's Screen of the Week on Zacks.com's homepage. Scroll down that homepage till you get to Kevin's picture. Click on the headline right next to it. You can find out the rest of those stocks on the list of 10 that came out of this week's screen. And if you want to know more about the Research Wizard, the tool that Kevin uses to achieve all of these screens, Zacks.com/Research Wizard is the place to check out. With Kevin Matras and the Screen of the Week, I'm Terry Ruffalo.